Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy, and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Madden 23 beta that I did play, and I did have experience playing it for about 2 weeks. I'm very excited. I've been very busy. Not Broncos, I haven't played that by myself. Bears franchise will be coming a lot this month in July, so that will be coming. Try to finish off at least one season, and then try to get into Madden 23. I've been slacking on that. But I'm very excited to talk about this. I really wanted to do this yesterday, but yesterday was my birthday, so I did have stuff to do. I had a good time. Went out to eat at the Cheesecake Factory, and if you don't like cheesecake, then there is something wrong with you. But I will say I did have a good time. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about Madden 23, the beta, and I did play, and I was with some good things, and there were some bad things, in my opinion, and we will get into that today. If you guys are new, please subscribe and hit the like button for more videos like this. I won't have a lot of Madden 23 news, but I will have some base of the franchise maybe. We'll talk about that later, and some franchise stuff that we did start today, and we'll finish this year. So I hope you guys like that stuff. Hit that thumbs up, and let's get into the video now. The beta. Man. I will say the beta was good. I'm not going to complain. I thought it was my first beta I've ever played. I think it was a good experience. Overall, I will say it was an 8.5 out of 10. Will not go up to a 9, but I could have gone up to a 9. There is some things that I'm pretty sure will be tweaked that I did see, and I hope they do get tweaked. And I don't think everything the beta is going to be everything in the game, because I think there was some stuff that they didn't show just on purpose because they don't want to, spoil the whole game. I think that's EA's way of thinking of that, not showing everything, but I think that's good. So first of all, we're going to talk about gameplay, and overall gameplay was pretty good. Actually, I think much better than 22. Defense was really good. The zones played very, very well. They didn't just cover grass. They were looking for defenders if no one was in that area. The deep zones didn't play nothing, which is good, especially on crossing routes. I couldn't really find a lot of one-play touchdowns in the beta, so that's pretty good, because I don't think there shouldn't really be one-play touchdowns, at least more than twice or 3 times in a game that you can find, which is good. Speaking of kind of off topic, they did change some playbooks. They changed all the playbooks. They kind of simplified the playbooks to each team's play style. So they did take out plays that no one was using and stuck to the team's velocities, which on theory I thought it was a good thing, but when I wouldn't say it was a bad thing, but when I did play it, I felt like I did see too many of the same plays, and I feel like since they took out the plays that no one was using, why didn't you just add some new plays? Because I kept seeing the same plays over and over again, which kind of got me a little bit annoyed, but if they can add plays in a title update or before launch, that would be great. Back to gameplay. My bad if we get off topic, but gameplay was really good. Zones were really good. What else do we want to talk about? Tackling. There's a lot of good tackle. They brought tackle battles back since Madden 17-18, which to me, I don't have a problem with, but you gotta get used to them, having them back in the game. They didn't trigger a lot, which is fine, but they triggered once in a while, which is fine by me. I don't want them to trigger all the time or know when it's coming, so that's good. We talked about zones, tackle battles. Tackling was really good. They got a lot of different animations. There were some animations I've never seen. There, maybe once or twice a game, I've seen an animation. I was like, oh, I've seen that before. But overall, there was definitely some new tackle animations, which is good. That's just always good to have more animations. And I wouldn't say there was like one where I saw a lot, but there was some I saw a couple of games, but there were a bunch of new ones, so that is always good. Always having new animations. We had the mid-air knockouts, which I thought were really good. Those looked smooth. I almost forgot about those. What else? 360 cuts. That was also really good on how players, especially running backs and receivers, were cutting much smoothly. Especially running backs in, in between the offensive line. I feel like they cut really smoothly and everything was good. So I really like that addition to the game. The only bad thing I have about gameplay is I don't know why the offensive line. I don't know, man. The offensive line is just they're so dumb and they're so bad, and it's because they makes it really bad this year because pass rush is so good. Pass rush is so elite right off the bat, which kind of relates to the real NFL. You shouldn't have a lot of time to throw in the pocket, so you got to make some quick throws. You gotta play some real football. You gotta think like Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. I'm at least buffed up a little bit. I don't want to say too much, so you have too much time in the pocket, but they definitely need to get buffed or just take down the defensive line just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit because they're too overpowered in my opinion. I liked it at first, but over time I was like, yeah, I have no time to throw at all. Even like short routes, like just streaks. Not all the time, but I was trying to get some short routes, some drags, and I couldn't even get those off because the offensive line would just break down instantly. So I think they need to fix that. But overall, I think offense was very hard. Offense overall was very hard to score points. Couldn't really score a lot, which I mean, sometimes defenses are just so good that it's just hard to score, which I really like. I like challenges. We don't walk away from challenges here, so you gotta face it. And I did like the challenge. Playing defense felt good too. I didn't feel like the offense was too overpowered. While I'm on the defensive side, I feel like the stuff that I got, I did get rewarded for, so I did like that. So I think it was a much balanced game. Offensively, defensively, so gameplay definitely up there. There's some tweaks. Now let's go into the modes. We're gonna go into Ultimate Team. There wasn't really much to go into Ultimate Team. It's the same. I'm definitely gonna be rocking it this year, like I've done every year. Ultimate Team, and I feel like it gets a bad rep for microtransactions, which I get, but like people who do no money spent, they just people who think you do no money spent, you just have no chance of winning, which is not true. I do win some of my games, not all of my games, as I'm not supposed to because I ain't the best. But I do win some games. I got a 98 overall team. One of them, this is actually my best years in Ultimate Team. I've made my best team. And I feel like it just gets a bad rep for no reason, just because people don't like microtransactions and EA basically making their money, which yeah, they're making their money, but people, you don't have to spend all your money. It's up to you. I can't really stop that, but for me personally, I don't spend a lot of money on a game like that. So I do like Ultimate Team. What I saw in the beta, there wasn't much. Kind of looked all the same, which I don't have a problem with. It's probably gonna be some old promos, but there was one change. It was a little quality of life thing in the set. Their item box in the auction house, so it's to make it a little bit more quicker to get those stuff done instead of clicking out and getting back into one and stuff like that. So I thought that was really good. Yeah, I'm in the beta for Ultimate Team. Now we're going to talk about franchise mode. I think I don't want to say it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I think it's a step in the right direction with motivations, player motivations, if they want to, sign with your team or not. There was a lot of good ones. I'm not going to name them all, but there was a lot of them. I feel like it was really hard for me to re-sign sign free agents. I felt like it was more of a challenge where I had to think more about it than I usually do, and I think that's really good than I usually do in Madden. So I thought and so there was some top players that I just could not get because they didn't want to come to me. I'm pretty sure even if I gave them a lot of money, which going into the contract, there were like 4 different panels that give you ideas, which is team friendly, neutral, player friendly, and very player friendly, which kind of gives you, if you think about it, a contract where it just helps the team more than the player. A neutral is like it's a good contract. The player might take it, and then it depends on the interest. Very player friendly is like the player is most likely gonna take it, and a very player friendly is this person is definitely gonna take it unless like their interest is basically just they don't even it's basically 0. But if they have like a little bit of interest, they're most likely gonna take it. So I thought those were nice. You could tweak them and make your own custom contracts to say you want to do a very or a player friendly contract. Then want to tweak the bonus or like the salary by 2 million. You could do that, and yeah. So I thought that was nice. Did talk about player motivations, player tags. The thing with player motivations and player tags, not everyone has a tag, which makes actually players with tags very valuable in that stuff. But everyone has a motivation on what they what they like and what they don't like. So those are 2 things you should know. Talk about free agency. Definitely was different. The free agent page was different. They give you their motivations. They give you they also give you their tag if they have one. So you get a bar of their interest. So that's pretty nice to show you if they do want to sign with your team, and the motivations do reflect that. So I think that was good. Now drafting, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but I think they do need to tweak it because when I did scout. They did give you information on the scouts, like the most important information. So I did love that. They did do a good job with that. They also made the region breakdown a little bit more accessible, so you can apply your scouts and what position you want to scout in that area. So I thought it was much of a bigger screen. So I thought that was really good. But the only thing I didn't like is how the scouting points were going up, because I did scout my positions that I did want it, but the positions that I didn't scout, say like I need like a backup running back, so I try to draft like a running back like later in like the 5th, maybe 6th round just for a backup. But I didn't scout that position. I wouldn't really have any information because I only had 20% on the guy. So I didn't really know what I was getting, even though I know I want a backup, but I want a little bit more information. So I think they do need to fix that. I wasn't happy that I didn't get a lot of information on the players I didn't scout. I hope they changed it. I like how they changed it near the end of the year to like around 50%, which I think was good. I think they did that, but they kind of went back down to 20%, which I didn't like. But overall, scouting was pretty good, so I think that was my only problem with it. Yeah, that was basically franchise overall. I think everything else is the same. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was spectacular, but it was a step in the right direction. I don't know if there was any new scenarios. They might talk about that. I don't know. Superstar KO, face of the franchise, and a yard. Didn't really do much with that. I did play a good amount of face of the franchise, but I couldn't really get deep into it because they did not allow us to get deep into it. And in franchise, we couldn't draft players. I don't know. I didn't play a lot of that, but when the game comes out, I will see about that stuff. But this is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe, and I have more videos like this. Various franchise coming soon. So I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys have a nice day. All right. Peace.